It is an investment in your business. And when done correctly, it can yield great results for years to come. This is just a paraphrase, but check out the true quote here. So true. Which is why all this month we are in a networking challenge and you should join the challenge. Keep watching and listening to TalentSmiths Lunch and Learn Live with Janet Smith to learn about the challenge. Hello, everyone. I'm Janet Smith of TalentSmiths, and this is Lunch and Learn Live. TalentSmiths is a place where top paid compensation professionals go to find career advancement, whether it's advancement in a contract position, a contract to hire position, or a direct hire position. Compensation professionals need to register with TalentSmiths to get their career on track or back on track. Lunch and Learn Live is a place where all professionals can go to tune in on the conversation every Thursday to join in on the conversation and get their questions answered in the comments. Here, we talk about interview prep, we talk about career prep, we talk about intentional steps for your career. And all this month, we're talking about networking. And specifically, there's a networking challenge that is going on right now. So, welcome to the show. Welcome to Lunch and Learn Live. So glad that you're here and you're joining in with us. And hopefully, this week, you are joining in on the networking challenge if you haven't already. If you haven't joined the challenge, I encourage you to do so. And I want to ask you a question about your network. If you're watching this on the replay, answer this question right now. Comment hashtag network if you have helped someone in your network. And comment hashtag net worth if someone in your network has helped you. I'm curious to know if you have been a help to someone or if someone has helped you. There's value in both sides of the coin. Let me know which side you have flipped on or if you have been able to get value from both sides. This is challenge month. This is the month to challenge you and to grow your network. I want you to grow your network. So let me ask you a question. What would happen if you introduced yourself to a new person each day for the next 30 days? What would happen? Hmm? Well, what would happen if you provided value to 30 different people over the next 30 days? What would happen? I think some amazing things would happen if you provided value to 30 different people over the next 30 days. I think that would be pretty amazing, not only for you, but for those that you touch as well. I think so. Don't you think so? Hmm? Well, let's talk about it. Let's chat about it and see what that could sound like and what that could entail. Let's talk about the challenge. The challenge is each day this month, I challenge you, encourage you to say hi to one new person each month, but not only a hi, more than just that, more intentional than that, more strategic than that, more meaningful than just a hi. Mhm. So much more meaningful than just a hi. I want you to embrace the introduction. I want you to introduce yourself to 30 people, one new person each day of this month. And normally, when you're introducing yourself to someone, it's a face to face introduction. So it may sound something like this. Hi, my name is Janet. What's your name? Oh, well, what do you do? That's a sometimes typical introduction when you're meeting people face to face. But now you might not be able to meet face to face. You may have to meet virtually instead of face to face. But if you have to meet virtually, that's okay. You can meet virtually as long as you are still providing value. Provide value when you're growing your network. And if you're not meeting face to face, you may be meeting on LinkedIn, you may be meeting on Facebook, you may be meeting on Twitter, Instagram, and your email, your text, your phone, whatever the case may be. However, you're meeting people, grow your network and make it a valuable connection, even if it's a virtual connection. Okay. So instead of the typical introduction, yours may sound something like this, but yours is going to be after you've done a little bit of research on that person to see what they're about, what they're up to, what's new in their life, what's exciting in their professional life. You want to do a little bit of research first, and you can do that on LinkedIn to find out what they are up to professionally. If you can't find out what they're up to professionally, you can find out where they work and find out information about their company to see what they're up to professionally, so that when you do make that introduction, it can be meaningful, it can be value, and it can be specific and intentional and not just a hi. Hi. No, we are being more intentional than that. So it could sound like this. Hi, my name is Janet. I see that you fill in the blank, and then say, great work. Of course, these are virtual introductions. So you're typing this out on some platform, and it could sound like this. Hi, my name is Janet. I see that you fill in the blank. How's it going? You may ask that. Or your introduction could sound like this. Hi, my name is Janet. I see that you fill in the blank. And then you ask, have you heard of, or have you tried? You could add any one of those endings to your introduction that will make it more meaningful and more valuable, and it will be custom to the person that you are introducing yourself to. More value. So think about it. Think about how you want to introduce yourself to someone and make it meaningful to them, right? I challenge you. So, all this month, we are going through this networking challenge. I challenge you to introduce yourself to a new person every day this month. And during this month of the networking challenge, where you're getting to know more people, this is the lineup of events that's going on. So each week we're talking about something new. And in week 3, we're talking about how to prepare. So I want to share with you information on how to prepare for or within your network. So, depending upon when you take your lunch, you need to tune in each Thursday. And if you lunch at 12:30 p.m. Central, you can join in on the conversation on Facebook. If you lunch at 1:30 p.m. Central, you can join in on the conversation on LinkedIn. Every Thursday, depending upon when you take your lunch, you can join in on the conversation because I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you and to know how your network is going, and answer this question below that you see on the screen so that we can know if you are giving to your network or if you're being or receiving a benefit from your network. Or maybe it's both. Comment and let me know. Comment below and let me know how you are receiving your network. Hashtag network if you are helping your network. Hashtag net worth if your network is helping you or has helped you. Let me know by commenting below. So tune in every Thursday. This week, we're talking about preparing to network. This is the week where we're talking about preparing to network. And I want to share some tips with you. So, whether your networking goal is for employment or partnerships or skills or just developing meaningful relationships, more meaningful relationships, whatever the reason your networking goal is, networking is definitely essential, and it's for all of us. Everyone needs to network because we all need people. We are here on this world to spend it and live it with people. We are not meant to be by ourselves. We are meant to live our lives with people, and networking is so important. And it's just really building a relationship, cultivating a relationship, and growing meaningful relationships. So when you're doing that intentionally. And by doing that intentionally, you want to plan ahead. You want to plan ahead because you need to learn to grow your relationships and nurture them and grow to learn and meet more people. So, whatever your goal is, really genuinely aim to create genuine communication and genuine connections and genuine relationships. It's just about being yourself and being who you really are. And if you're a job seeker that wants to always have work, then you want to always work on marketing yourself, your skills, your offer, and your value. People need to know what you have to offer. Always be marketing that. If you have a job, you should still always market that because no job is guaranteed to last forever. If you have a job, you should market yourself. Even if you don't have a job, you should market yourself. Always be marketing. What does that mean? Always share with other people your passions, your purpose, your expertise. People need to know more about you and take those steps each day to grow real relationships. Make a conscious effort to grow real relationships, and they will serve you as well as the other person. So, and if at least one of those relationships turns and develops into a meaningful relationship, then you are on your way to forming a more meaningful network, which is awesome. And this is week 3. So, in week 3, we are preparing to network. You are preparing to network. And how do you prepare to network? And when do you network? And you know, how do you do it? Well, networking is done everywhere, every day, anywhere. There's no specific place that you need to go in order for networking to happen. Usually, you would say, or you people usually think that you have to go to a formal networking event to network, and that was the only way to do it. Well, it's not the only way to network. You can definitely go to networking events, and you can definitely go to formal events and network at those events. But networking happens everywhere. It can happen on the train. It can happen on the bus. It can happen in the grocery store. Wherever you are, wherever there's a person that you don't know, it's an opportunity for you to network. And it's an opportunity for you to get to know more people, which is an opportunity for you to ask questions. I will say ask questions every week that I come to you and talk about networking because it's all about asking questions with a genuine concern and a genuine interest for other people. You have to ask questions to know what's going on with them and how you can serve them and how you can help them. And you have to share yourself, share your passion and your purpose so that they can learn how you can help them and how they can help you as well. And that is all entailed in your elevator pitch. Your elevator pitch. So I encourage you, first of all, to subscribe to Talent Smith's YouTube channel There you will find a resource of videos that's going to help you with interview prep, career prep, personal and professional development for your career, intentional development for your career. So, depending upon the season, you will find a video that will help you get some tips on intentional steps towards career advancement. So I encourage you to register with TalentSmiths and subscribe to TalentSmiths YouTube channel as well. We upload videos every Thursday, every week. So for your elevator pitch, ask yourself, are you able to explain what you have to offer to people in 30 to 60 seconds? Do you know what you have to offer? Of course, you know what you have to offer. But the question is, can you explain that really quickly, really briefly, and put it all together so that people can understand what it is you have to offer? Think about your elevator pitch. Think about your elevator pitch and delivering it in 30 or 60 seconds. And you also need to know how your skills define your uniqueness. And you need to share in your elevator pitch the value that you bring and how you create results for people, for situations, for circumstances. That is all within your elevator pitch. So, an example, this is just an example of an elevator pitch that a photographer, someone that takes pictures of families. So instead of a photographer saying, I take pictures of families, well, yes, you do, but there's a little bit more to that than just taking pictures for families. What's your passion? Why are you passionate about taking pictures for families? What do you have to offer? There's more to developing your elevator pitch. So instead of just saying, I take pictures of families, you could say, or the photographer could say something like, I capture photographs that show the connections between family members, creating memorable moments for years to come. So that's a more in-depth answer. And that answer shows more insight into that photographer and what they're about and what they do and why it's passionate or a passion for them. So it gives more information. Keep that in mind when you're creating your elevator pitch, because you need to be able to share what you do in 30 to 60 seconds. And the opposite of networking is not working. And we all want to work, right? Of course. Of course you do. We all want to work. So go and do this challenge. Participate in the 30-day challenge and good luck. You've got this. I know you do. I definitely know you do. And you can grow your network. Not only that, you can grow a more meaningful network with more meaningful connections.